Let's see how many people we can get in here on a Monday morning. And we already got three people on a Monday morning. Let's see who we got in here. Got Thomas in here. A couple other people. What's going on there, buddy? Deadbeats, that's right. That's what I was thinking. Shouldn't you people be at work? And if you're at work, you definitely shouldn't be watching me live on YouTube right now. You should be working. You should be doing something to make the man money so that he can retire to the Caribbean someday. I'm out here on a beautiful, almost frozen over Lake Toho. Doing a little bit of graphing this morning. I had a cancellation today. The guy that I was supposed to have today got bit by a freaking spider. Like, pretty bad. So, cancellation days this time of year mean content days. So that's what we're doing. Doing some filming today. House fishing slow on the river yesterday. Dude, it is... Man, challenging would be the best way to describe it. Challenging. It's, you know, we had a really warm, calm day yesterday. And so the water temperature is creeping back up again now. But this past week, this is, I think this is the coldest we've had since like 2010. It's been pretty rough. You know, anytime it gets cold enough to kill off a bunch of snook and trout and stuff, it's not going to be good on the bass either. I mean, they may not die, but they definitely go into like hibernation mode. I mean, they'll eat. They'll definitely eat, but it's not been great by any means. And that's okay. Because if having a really cold, tough winter equates to a better spawn, I am here for it. Like 100%. I'm all about it. And I think that's what's going to wind up happening. Dude, it is Monday morning. I can't with the BS, man. God almighty. Could you imagine being such a loser that you sit around probably in your mom's basement leaving comments like that on people's live streams? BoJack42069 is a certified loser. What an idiot. He gone. Am I seeing any dead tilapia? Seen a bunch on the river. I haven't, but this is my, so don't tell anybody, guys. You gotta keep this quiet, but this is my first time on Lake Toho in like almost 2 weeks. I've been hiding on another lake that's like a couple lakes south of here. Shh, don't tell anyone. There's been too much going on Toho, man. All these gosh dang tournaments. Can't do it. So, been hiding, staying away from Lake Toho. But hopefully we're back. Hopefully we're back. We've got to stay away from the crowds. Everybody wants something for free around here. Don't tell Toho you're cheating on her. That's right. That's right. I've been known to not be faithful to Lake Toho a few times a year throughout the years, but she's always brought me back with open arms. Hard to go wrong with Toho, man. This lake's probably got, my opinion, this lake's probably got more fish per acre in it than any other lake around here. It gets tough sometimes, no doubt, but anytime you're fishing one of the best lakes around, when it's tough, it can be the toughest lake around too, so. What do you think of the Harris Chain Toyota weights? Man, outside of the kid that won it, I think it looked pretty tough. I know some of the guys that fish that thing, man, and they had some really tough days in that thing, and those guys are some freaking hammers, dude. You know, I saw where, I think it was like day one, Bobby Bakewell Jr. didn't weigh any fish in. That's scary right there, man. That's scary. That kind of just goes to show you that place is not fishing really great. A lot of dudes with double goose eggs in that thing. Man, I don't think it's fishing really good. Now, mind you, the guy that won it, you know, he set some pretty good weight up there, and impressively enough, so that tournament was 3 days. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think that tournament was 3 days, right? The MLF Invitational on the Harris Chain. It wasn't a 4-day event like the Elite Series. I think it was 3 days. From what I understand, he caught all of his weight in his 3 hour, 3 days. And I think he caught all of his weight in his 3 hour live scope window. So you take his total weight over 3 days, and I think he caught that total weight, whatever that would have been, in like 9 hours of fishing. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. He was definitely on another level that those other guys weren't on. But man, overall, you know, if you look at the total roster, like you look at the entire list, man, it looks like it's fishing really bad up there. Which sucks, because I really like the Harris Chain. I like the Harris Chain a lot. But it gets that way. Man, the forward-facing sonar thing, personally, I could take it or leave it. He just won the Bass Pro Tour in Gunnersville and then won that $225,000 in a month. Man, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. You know, if you're the best, if you're competing at the upper level like that and you're the best at what you do, you can expect to be paid handsomely for it, you know? There's no doubt about that. $225,000 in a month would be that would be completely life altering for me. God, it probably takes me 5 years to make $225,000. Yep, I will be back out here on Toho. Back to Toho we go. I think all the Bassmaster events are over, and so it's time to get dialed back in again and get back out here and get back to work. He did well last year also. Kid's obviously a hammer, man. He is obviously a hammer. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the MLF thing. I don't know. There's something about MLF that's never really impressed me. But, man, I did pay a lot of attention to the Elite Series up there on the Big G. Man, Guntersville. Dude, Guntersville's got to be the best lake in the country right now. There is no way there's any other largemouth bass fishery that is cranking out 5-pounders like that lake is while experiencing record colds. Like, it's just insane. Dude, we get a record cold here on Lake Toho, and if you're even able to go catch 5 fish for 15 pounds in a tournament here, you're walking out of there with a nice check. I think on day 1 of the Elite Series, I think 15 pounds got you like 70th place. That's crazy. That is crazy. I need to go do me some fishing on Guntersville. Guntersville sounds like it's a lot of fun. Let's see here. Did we miss any cool comments? How has Kissimmee been? I think Kissimmee's been fishing pretty tough. It was fishing really good. You know, the basic stuff starting to kind of come on. Seven Palms and North Cove and, you know, Osceola Slough and whatnot. Where can you get some big wild shiners? Mike Hall, Fishing Pro? I don't know. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a shiner trip, and I think they get really hard to come by when we have like really adverse weather like this. I love Sprunky said, get a job, get a job, get a job. Okay, get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job. Okay, weird. Good luck. I'll go. I'm unemployed. What's the water temp on Toho? Right now, I've got 57 degree water temperature on Toho right now. So, not ideal, but not bad. We're warming up. We are warming up, and that's good because water temperature got really, really low. Guntersville fish love the shallows in the winter. Dude, I'll tell you what's crazy. What's crazy is old boy winning that thing on a gosh dang chartreuse grub. That's nuts. Thanks for going live, catch some big bass. Dude, that's the goal, man. That is the goal. I've got all the cameras today. We're going to be making some good content, hopefully. You know, it's always this time of year trying to make sure you get good content for people, but being booked with guide trips every day, it makes for challenging, you know, deal, because like I said, I've been taking my customers to other lakes where we can actually catch some good fish and have fun. So I haven't been out here in a couple weeks. I get one day off to come try to film, and make a fishing report, in which, you know, it helps to make a fishing report and tell you guys, yeah, you know, go do this and go do that. Here's some fish catches of me catching them today doing it, you know. But like, if I have a tough day and I don't really catch them, then it's kind of hard to make a video off of that. So yeah, I don't know. You almost need a practice day to go like, to go practice for filming. Hopefully we can go get something done today and show you guys something cool. You fishing any tournaments this year? Dude, so hopefully in May, after the guide season slows down, I'll be going to, we'll see if I can find someone to ride with me that's willing to, you know, fork out money towards expenses. Everyone wants to go do stuff for free, but nobody, you know, there's very few people that want to pay their fair share. Dude, I would love to go fish the Cabela's Big Bass Tour again on Lake Chickamauga. Me and my boy Connor McElvaney bass all year 365. We went and fished that last year, spent the whole week on Chick, hanging out, fishing. And dude, that's a really fun tournament to just go get the hell away and, you know, go to Chickamauga for a week and go fish a derb. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully I can find someone to go split the cost with me and go do that. But other than that, not fishing any kind of tours or anything. Man, I really wanted to fish the Bassmaster Open on Toho this year. I say unfortunately, it's kind of fortunate though. You know, my January and February was pretty well booked solid already by the time Bassmaster even came out with the schedule last year. So that's a good thing, but it makes it really tough to make plans for fishing tournaments because I'm not going to reach out to my customers and be like, hey, I'm going to send you with, you know, this other guide who may or may not be able to provide you the experience you're looking for because I want to go fish a tournament. So the tournament thing and being a full-time guide is actually a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. You know, my wife and I are not loaded with money, and so I have to be running guide trips and working in order to pay bills. And it's hard to just sit around and only take guide trips when I feel like taking guide trips so that I can chase after tournament dreams. You know, chasing after tournament dreams doesn't usually pay the bills really well. You can do well if you've got really good, helpful financial sponsorships. You know, if you got some companies that are willing to put their name on the side of your boat and pay all of your expenses, then, you know, you kind of pocket some more money anytime you cash a check. But other than that, fishing anything serious is very expensive, and it's a roll of the dice whether or not you're going to do anything anymore. Oh, Robert's in here. Yes, Robert, way better than 48 degrees. My boy Robert Panico's in here, and he was out on the boat with me a few days ago, and he got to see the 48-degree water temperature. Now, mind you, we still managed to catch some fish. Caught a nice one on a mag draft swim bait. But yeah, overall, pretty stingy around here when the water temp gets below 50. So yeah, we got a little bit of a warm-up happening. That water temperature still got a ways to go before these fish will begin even thinking about the spawn. So, curly tails are sold out. That's hilarious. Dude, I tell you what, man, that's man, you know, so it's ironic that he won that thing on a grub, because the last couple of lives that I've done from my garage, you know, there's been a lot of talk in my lives about a very particular grub that is a tournament winner here that not a lot of people are using anymore. People just, yeah. So the whole grub thing, are grubs coming back? Everything cycles back, guys. Everything cycles back. Before you know it, the tournament winning bait around here will be a black grape producto worm. I hope it doesn't come back to that, but maybe. I just left there licking my wounds after the kayak event. Dude, I'll tell you what, it's not been easy out here. It has not been easy out here. So my tournament partner just won the Winter Haven Lunker Lovers. It's a Polk County chapter of Florida Bass Nation, I believe. He just won the Winter Haven Lunker Lovers out of Southport yesterday out here on Toho. He caught 6 fish all day, weighed in 5 for, I want to say, like 12 and some change, and got the dub. Man, that's a tough day of fishing, but couldn't be more proud of that guy for winning it the way that he won it. He went old school on these guys and pulled off the dub. I'm going to be doing a live from my garage Wednesday night. Guys, Wednesday night. He's coming over to the house. David's like a world-class mechanic, and he's coming over to my house Wednesday night to help me put my leveling kit on my Tundra. And I'm going to go live from the garage and interview him, and I'm going to let him tell you guys all about the day that he had out here on Toho and kind of what he did in order to win that tournament. It's going to be a really good live stream from my garage. Bass fishing and putting leveling kits on trucks. So if you guys aren't doing anything Wednesday evening, you'll want to make sure you tune into my live stream Wednesday evening. Yes, what color is that? Nah, we ain't talking about it. We ain't talking about it. When I start the members only stuff, on here, guys, you guys can sign up for the monthly subscription, and I will show you guys all the super top secret juice stuff. Then we can talk about grubs. What time Wednesday? Man, I'm not really sure yet, but when I get that figured out, I'll have it scheduled on here. I'm pretty sure that once I schedule a live stream on here, guys, you guys can go in and like click to be notified about it, and I'll schedule the live stream on here. You guys can get a notification about it, and I'll have the time and everything set. As it gets a little bit closer, you know, David works a job. He's got a family, a wife and kid, so he's kind of got to get some time stuff dialed in. But once I know what time, you know, we're going to be in the garage working on the truck and talking bass fishing, I'll get that live stream scheduled. Make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be a good one. We're going to be putting a leveling kit on a Tundra and talking about tournament winning strategies when the lake is fishing its toughest. I'll tell you what, though, I got a funny feeling. If this weather continues to be like this, guys, this lake is going to go off like a freaking bomb. Tundra going to be a beast. James, the Tundra is going to be sick. We just put some new bump stops in there a couple days ago. Took out the little factory bump stops out of the back of that thing and put some big bump stops in there. That was a recommendation from a really good friend of mine who's like a car and a truck guru. And man, I couldn't be happier with those super upgraded bump stops we put in the back. Eliminated any sway, and the truck just feels really rigid while towing now. It's great. Yeah, we're going to put that leveling kit on there Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning, the truck's going to George's Tire in Auburndale to get some new, beefy Toyo Open Country AT3s put on there. I'm a big fan of the Toyo Open Country ATs, man, and those new AT3s are sick. So, Tundra's going to be looking right after Thursday. I'm gonna be taking off the old man steps. It's got those big running board steps on the sides. I don't care for those too much. I'll be taking that off, putting a leveling kit on there, putting some big open country AT3s on there. We got the bump stops in the back, leveling kit. This thing's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I think everywhere is. The bass are gonna be hungry. Dude, this water hits 60 and above over the next couple of weeks, and they are gonna go off. They are gonna go off. Stan Green said more fishing, less talking. Stan Green, I am graphing, and I'm out here to film content for you greedy, ungrateful turds. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fishing once I find the mega juice and I get the cameras going and I record myself catching a bunch of fish and showing you guys exactly what to throw and how to catch these super stingy fish on Lake Toho. I know another guy that complains about the talking too. It's part of it. It's part of it. Let's see it then. Yeah, dude, so the way that, I don't know if you know how the whole YouTube thing works or not, but so I have to fish and record and then go home and edit all that content. I don't do it from a live stream on a phone. It would be pretty tough, and I don't think my battery on my phone is gonna last for 6 hours of live stream fishing on Lake Toho. So yeah, but if you'll subscribe to the channel, you know, you'll be able to watch every single video I post when I post them. It's really cool the way it works. Do you have any Florida ocean fishing experience? A little bit, but most of my saltwater experience is fishing for redfish up shallow. Love me some redfish fishing. Talking is where it's at anyway. Man, if it was up to me, I would just post some videos of me just fishing catches, but unfortunately, just posting a 5-minute video of fishing catches or like some edited up video of just a bunch of hook sets and reeling fish in, it doesn't help anybody with anything. And the whole goal of this YouTube channel legitimately is to help people become better fishermen and have better days on lakes like Lake Toho. This lake can be really challenging. So the goal is to help people out. One of my favorite things to do is teaching, and gonna kind of let the cat out of the bag about something here, but I've got a really good friend of mine who just recently constructed a really nice barn style building, and it's going to be an event venue. And this summer I'm going to be hosting some in-person fishing seminars at that event venue. Small fee, you'll be able to get in there and get a snack or some food, a cold drink, and listen to me maybe teach you guys a little bit about fishing in an in-person fishing seminar. We're going to be doing those over the summer at this event venue. Pretty excited about getting that going. Obviously, once that's all kind of locked in, and we'll be posting some stuff. But yeah, in-person fishing seminars coming to Central Florida at this really awesome event venue that he just built. Dang, we'll be up north for the summer. Man, once the summer gets here, I will also be wishing that I was up north for the summer. Oh man, it gets too dang hot here in the summer. It's too hot. Tell you guys what, it's going to be a good spawn on Lake Toho this year. The lake's got a lot of eelgrass in it this year. A lot of eelgrass. We'll be smallmouth fishing. Dude, I freaking love smallmouth, man. Love smallmouth. I love smallmouth fishing. Tell you what I really want to go get on this year. We'll see if I get the opportunity or not. But man, like this summer when it warms up, I really, really want to go to Kentucky Lake and get on the ledge bite, man. Kentucky Lake's coming back. I want to go to Kentucky Lake. Get on the ledge bite. You know, was up there 2 Decembers ago for a Bassmaster event, and I was really impressed at how healthy Kentucky Lake is again now. When's the full moon next? Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's probably some really important information because I don't even know what phase the moon's in right now. Let you guys know how important I think the moon phase is. But yeah, I mean, if we're gonna go like super basic info here, yeah, with this warming trend, guys, the next full moon and the next new moon, the spawn's gonna go off. I don't really think the moon has as much bearing on things as people think that it does. I think these fish are just really, man, I think the water gets right and they start getting up there in the shallows and they just start spawning. I think they're opportunistic and I think they take advantage of the first opportunity they get to get up there and get those eggs out of them and get the hell back out offshore. Those bigger females, they don't really like being up shallow, I don't think. You know, it's got to be, you know, because a bigger female, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds, been living in the lake for, you know, 5 to 10 years now, heavily pressured, probably been caught a few times. It's got to be a really uneasy feeling to get up there shallow where you're getting hounded on every day. I don't think they like to be up there, and I don't really think they like the spawn. All right, well, I'm going to delete that comment. We're not going to talk about the menace grub. We're not talking about grubs, guys. Hank Cherry's already trying to let the cat out the bag. I'm over here trying to keep grubs a secret, and Hank Cherry's over here blasting them on Gville and winning Elite Series on grubs. Can't have anything nice anymore. We don't talk about grubs on this channel. And we definitely don't talk about menace grubs. And we definitely don't talk about menace grubs on swim jigs or jig heads. Nobody's throwing grubs. Hank Cherry lied. Don't believe the hype. Grubs don't catch fish. Grubs freaking catch them. They freaking catch them. So there's been a lot of surveys done. There's a lot of evidence that backs the idea that the average size of a meal for a largemouth bass is about 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches in length. They eat a lot of small stuff. They also eat a lot of big stuff. They eat a lot of stuff in between. But grubs, absolutely catch them. Absolutely catch them. How about the Dennis the Menace grub? That's members only talk, man. That's members only talk. No menace grubs. Menace grubs don't work. Wait till you guys see the new CPF lures grub I'm designing. You want to talk about the ultimate swim jig trailer? It's 10 o'clock. I've been graphing this whole time. I have found some fish that I'm about to put a swim bait in front of and a trap, and hopefully film some really good content for you guys. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Really appreciate you guys tuning into a little live stream update here. I know that the channel, as far as videos and content posting, has been quiet over the last few weeks, and that's because, man, it's just really hard to do a good job at being a full-time guide and make quality content. It's really hard to find the time in the day to do both. Anytime I have a day off, I try to get out there and get something. So that's what we're about to do. So hopefully we're gonna jack them up pretty good here today. I'll have a good video. I think I've only got one trip tomorrow, and it's a short trip, 4-hour morning trip. So be looking for a Lake Toho update video either this evening or tomorrow evening. See how the day goes. But yeah, in the meanwhile, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that and try to catch some of these fish that I'm finding. We'll see you guys later.